Mr. President.
Senator from Missouri.
Mr. President, the
Senate's currently under a quorum call.
Move we suspend the quorum call.
Without objection.
Mr. President, the Senate's currently debating the Strengthen America's Security in the Middle East Act. These are issues that we need to deal with. It's really an important time to be talking about these issues. Really, there are 4 different things that this bill does, and the first thing this bill does is go further in providing security help for Israel. I think virtually everybody in the Senate, there may be an exception or two, but we understand that Israel is our greatest ally in the Middle East, that Israel is a great source of intelligence for us as we try to work our way through problems in the Middle East, and that we rely on Israel for the partnership we have there. The things that Israel has done to study and test, and unfortunately get to test in real situations, military defense systems that will intercept things that are coming at us, the whole concept of a bullet that can hit a bullet that some people thought was such a far-fetched idea when President Reagan talked about it in the 1980s. Israel's proved you could do it with our help and in some of the technology. It's a partnership. They unfortunately are a place where they actually use it to really intercept things that are coming at their citizens, and we've found out it works. Security for Israel is security for the United States. 2016, the United States and Israel signed a 10-year agreement on security assistance. This bill makes sure that that bill will continue to have, that agreement will continue to have the full force of law. This legislation makes sure that we're giving some concrete aid to help Israel protect itself and to protect its own security. It also states very clearly that the policy of the United States is to ensure that Israel can counter and defeat threats when it's facing its enemies. These are countries and other groups who don't like Israel. They, in their schools, their propaganda, their commitment as a nation, talk about the importance of Israel not existing. In fact, some of them use maps where Israel doesn't exist. That if you looked at the education of some of Israel's neighbors, the educational structure, you'd have to find something outside what you learn in school to understand that there even is an Israel. And of course, there's Iran, there's Hezbollah, there's Hamas. There are plenty of threats to Israel and what Israel and the United States stand for. This part of the bill has previously passed both houses of the Congress in slightly different forms. Now it's time for both houses to pass it in the same form, put it on the president's desk, and extend the things it extends, further defend and define the things that are there. This is an important thing to do. The second part of the bill extends our cooperation between us and Jordan. We have no more faithful partner outside of Israel than Jordan. And Jordan, frankly, that Israeli-Jordan border, critically important in how it works. We saw what happened as Syrians looked for a safe place to go. They went to Israel. They went to Jordan, rather, and we've done our best to try to ensure that Jordan can meet its humanitarian crisis based on what's happened in Syria. But the economic stability of the region, the economic stability of Jordan, believe me, is critical to the economic stability of the region. And so this bill also comes up with new ways to assist our allies when they face these unanticipated situations, and some of these situations last for a long time once they start. The third part of the legislation imposes sanctions on anyone doing business with the government of Syria. The tragedy of Syria, the tragedy of the Syrian people, the chemical warfare of Bashar Assad, the barrel bombs dropped in neighborhoods where innocent people, where children, where senior citizens live, where people are trying to work every day, makes it clear that this is not a country that we should support. This portion of the legislation actually already passed the House by voice vote. We need to join them with their commitment to continue to put pressure on Syria for Syria to meet the standards that civilization should require of those we deal with. And so this says just can't deal with Syria as long as they continue to act in the way they've been acting. It's something we know needs to be done. Hopefully, we'll have a vote that will move this further toward reality. The fourth part of the package we're talking about is another thing that we can do in our support of Israel. There is a group of people who are seeking to target Israel through a series of boycotts and disinvestments and sanctions. These are not usually government, they're individuals and institutions trying to harm Israel by boycotting any kind of business there. This anti-Israel activity is shameful. Those who promote it should be penalized. If they want to find out what it's like to not be able to trade, we should show them what it's like not to be able to trade. There are 26 states that have already passed legislation that allows them to deal in different ways with people who have either disinvested or boycotted Israel. This bill provides some further definition of how they can move forward. Boycotting Israel is unacceptable. That's an important part of this package. All of these things need to be done, and this is an important time to send that message around the world that not only our allies in the world can count on us, but our enemies in the world, our adversaries, can also expect us to do what we should do to support our allies, to defend freedom, to look forward, as one amendment that's been offered will do, that I've co-sponsored, to meet our commitments to NATO, to understand the continued dangerous nature of terrorist threats, to be thoughtful as we make decisions that move us further away from the safe havens that those threats have used in the past. This is an important time for us to send the very message that this bill and the proposed amendment do send. I look forward to seeing that message sent by first the Senate, then the House, and hopefully a signature from the President of the United States. And I would yield.